Books that writers should read. 33 Strategies of War. To me, the life of an artist is warfare, and that sounds really cringy, I get it, but like the deeper you've been in the trenches of creating art and like getting into flow state and making things, like it's warfare on multiple levels. And like just from the perspective of you against like your word count for the day. That's warfare. You have to outmaneuver your brain. Your mind, your stupid brain, has the tactical advantage over you. So we should study a little bit about warfare so we can defeat this idiot, because this guy's an idiot and he's trying to sabotage your artistic progress. All right, let's talk about the 33 strategies of war. In the 33 Strategies of War, Robert Greene says that people think that warfare is just this savage, it's mere savagery. It's a relic of our nasty, brutish, and short past. We shouldn't study it and we should move on. And I think he's right that people believe that. I think warfare has always been with us and it always will be. There will always be someone stronger than you, and that person might want to take what you have. He might want to hurt you, your family. He might not do it physically. Maybe he will conduct a long march through the institutions and place himself and his sinister friends into positions of power in every institution in your country with the goal of dissolving the foundations of your society. And perhaps he will make it illegal to notice the fact that he and his friends are doing this. In this totally hypothetical scenario, war has been declared in secret. So even if you see it happening in broad daylight, you will be accused of spreading disinformation if you state the obvious. Now, this should be very clear to artists, like why this applies to us. Our job as artists is often to dig at the truth as much as we can, right? Even in our fiction, we're trying to find something true. The truth is that very few people care about you. Maybe your family and friends care. That's pretty much it. Online writers are usually playing a character, even if they don't consciously realize it. Here's the truth. Nobody needs to be told not to write. Writers do not need to be told to write less. Many writers are trying to sabotage you. Okay, I know how that sounds. A lot of people write things that make them seem like they care about you. If you read the sort of writing about writing things that other people write, you'll see people writing this kind of stuff. They want to appear as if they're protecting your mental health. And so their advice is to write less, stop stressing out so much, just take it easy. When writers tell you to write less, they are hurting you. They are conducting warfare against you. They might not know that's what they're doing, but that's the effect it's going to have. We all have to struggle against our internal resistance. It's inevitable. So when people tell us to slow down, to write less, they have probably tricked themselves into thinking that they are helping us, but it's not true. If you want to master a musical instrument, you do it by playing it for 10,000 hours. If you want to master a language, you do it by studying, speaking, reading, writing, and listening to it for 10,000 hours. And by the way, I'm not just throwing this out there. I know what I'm talking about, okay? I've mastered a second language. I've mastered a few things. This is true. You have to do the 10,000 hours. People don't like hearing about that, especially in TikTok culture where everything needs to be short. And if you can't grab someone's attention in 3 seconds, you're screwed. Okay, we need to be better than that. You cannot master something if you're not willing to put in 10,000 hours. Sorry, man, cry about it. You master aviation by flying airplanes for thousands of hours. Like, before a pilot can even be considered for a job at the big airlines like Delta or American Airlines, they need 1,500 logged flight hours. That is an FAA mandated minimum. 1,500 hours is the bare minimum for you to even get hired as a pilot at the big airlines. I worked in the aviation industry for a little bit, and I never heard pilots tell each other to fly less. I never heard them say something like, nah, man, you don't need to practice your crosswind landings. But every single day in places where people write about writing, writers are telling other writers to write less. I guess we should be thankful that these blogs don't work the same way airlines do. You don't need 1,500 hours of writing time before you're allowed to make money. So let's move on. The sabotage is unconscious. I don't think the people telling you to write less are deliberately trying to destroy your writing career. I think they honestly believe their own nonsense. But in warfare, your opponent's intentions do not matter. All that matters is the results. People tell you to write less, so you feel guilty for writing. You listen to them when they say you're a spammer who doesn't deserve to publish as often as you do. They tell you your audience will leave because you're publishing too much. They tell you you're killing creativity, like whatever that means. We can't help those people. They are stuck inside a hell of their own making. If you try to help them, they will shriek at you and lash out. And so at that point, two things happen. One, you write less, and two, you try to help someone whose actions are hurting your career. The life of an artist is warfare. Inner warfare and outer warfare. We have to master ourselves and our instruments. We have to become disciplined craftspeople. These nebulous notions that people throw around about quality beats quantity, they are useless mental fabrications that prevent us from pursuing mastery and from fighting our war. If you let other people infect your brain with their weak mindset, you won't be able to blame them when you fail. You can only blame yourself because you are in charge of your life. Other writers who try to make you feel guilty for posting too much or for writing about a topic or not writing about a topic, they should be treated as opponents in a game of chess. When we play chess, we don't hate our opponent. It's a game. Writer warfare is also a game. Other writers are trying to figure out ways to advance in the game, and unfortunately, spreading the scarcity mindset helps them achieve their short-term goals, so they're gonna keep doing it. Writers are humans, and human life itself is often warlike. If you are Christian, some translations of Job 7:1 say a man's life is like warfare. Other translations say temptation, hard service, hard struggle, forced labor. All of those things are the same. None of those translations say human life is comfy, cozy, hot cocoa sipping, happy, silly, cutesy, pajama wearing, happy, happy, joy, joy. We have moments of jammy wearing and hot cocoa sipping, but we have more moments of temptation and hard struggle, regardless of your spiritual beliefs. Human nature has a light side and a dark side. It's not popular to talk about the dark side. We're supposed to ignore it. We're supposed to only think about spreading light. Don't ever think about the dark forces that hold great power over Earth. Just be positive. This ideology is designed to keep humans blind to reality. War is everywhere. If you're a writer, you face thousands of other writers who desperately want to outsell you. Vendors want to pay you less money. Every year they try to give you a smaller percentage. Business is warfare. At your day job, some of your coworkers are likely strategizing against you. And I don't think all of the jockeying at day jobs is necessary, but my opinion does not matter. People have a fixed mindset. They think that if you get a promotion, they lose a promotion. If you get a raise, they lose a raise. That's how they think. People spend more time tearing down coworkers than working together to grow the company. This is reality. This is human nature. Your growth mindset will not change the fact that other people have a scarcity mindset. Other people believe we are competing over scarce resources, and hence we have warfare. Okay, if this video was helpful for you, give it a like, maybe subscribe. I write a lot about this topic, and you can check out my book, The Kafka Strategy, in the description below. If there's anything I missed about the topic of writer warfare, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.